to let the kids in to the boys and girls. It's funny because when I go pick up Alyssa and I bring them over there, it's always open. Well, all of a sudden today, it's closed till 2:30, right? So then one of the workers in there, he comes out and he doesn't open the door like you would normally open the door, because the door has a horizontal lock, So he doesn't open the door. He has one hand on the lock that you got to push so the door can open, and he places his thumb on the glass part of the door, pushing it open. And I'm just like, yeah, man, you don't break your thumb, sir. Y'all trying mighty hard. They're trying to do the thumbs up, do that thumbs up shit, but trying to do it in a different way. I talked about that, how every other weekend when I had to go, when I didn't have my son, my oldest when he was younger, I used to get up and just had this urge to want to go to, the Barnes and Nobles on 14th Street in Manhattan. And every morning I would get up. This happened for a few months, and then it would always be these two white guys standing there, and they see me shaking their hands and then giving me the thumbs up sign. All right. And then they would have these white men with their sons on the corner pointing towards me. So I knew my targeting and my brother's targeting had a lot of racial component, racial element to it. Other TIs have negative components also. But for me and my brother, the little TI called Chris Bronson, did the same thing. And why? Chris Bronson had a radio show where he was talking about racism and police brutality. He was an activist. My brother and I were trying to, my brother was trying to work, he was working with these two young black female women to start up their magazine, right? And this magazine was blending music and fashion. This was before Vibe came out, all this other stuff, all these other hip-hop magazine came out. But they had a more, their vision was more than what Vibe magazine was. Vibe magazine ended up becoming a hip-hop fashion type magazine, where they do high-end fashion, but their vision was to compete with the likes of Harper's Bazaar, Elle magazine, Cosmopolitan, And I said, many people don't quite understand the sabotage that had been done and continue to be done to black people, particularly black people with vision, who wants to start a business to uplift black people. I mean, you think about it, even you look at now, do black people own any black magazines? I think they bought back Ebony magazine, right? But that's it, right? The magazines that they want to push is hip-hop magazines, and I remember back in the it was the late 1990s, early 2000s, they would push magazines that had black women, in bathing suits and skimpy outfits and stuff like that, right? Look. See what he's doing? And looking up at the, all right? So they had the young girl in front of me, young black girl, and he's behind her. That's to tell you how these people, when I, these child trafficking rings that the police officers are involved in, teachers are involved in, doctors are involved in, and when it comes to also religion, right? Right? When it comes to religion, this is how they indoctrinate children. This is how you have pastors and, sleeping with young boys and young girls because of the power that they hold in the position that they're in, right? So you got to understand power dynamics and how it operates in the minds of indoctrinated children, particularly young teenagers, and young men and women. Right? So yeah. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So yeah, so they will just as how they destroyed the black bookstore. See, many of us think that the black bookstore went out of business because, you know, black people don't shop at black bookstores, but that's not true. Right? That's not true. The FBI and police department across America helped to destroy and get rid of the black bookstores because they were selling books that teaches black people their history. Right? Look, they're doing all the stops today, all the stops. Look at this clown. Right? Look at the perp. They always got to find some perp, some Sambo. You know, one thing about black people, they'll always find some Sambo, some coon, some buffoon to engage in nonsense.